Now, and welcome to Snooze State of Kings and the now Empire of Aquitaine, which does appear to include slightly Norway. Woohoo! So, where are we? Whose pig is this? I probably want to go to war with someone, I just don't know who yet. How much do all my vassals hate me? Not very much! Woohoo! Right, brilliant. So I have a weak claim on the Kingdom of Norway, which I can't press right now. County of Limousin, which is part of France, and France is probably a bit... yeah, France is scary. I am not that scary. Limousin, Hagen, which is part of mine, but I see no reason to displace my vassal. And some pointless barony somewhere. Anyway, I'm building a couple of new baronies, and currently I have one spare county. So, Mr. Bond, we can go on a grand hunt, or we can go to war. Obviously, interesting things are likely to happen on my death, but that's, you know, my kid's problem. So we can go to war for pharaohs for thingy. Gévaudan, which is going to be France again. Lol no. Lol no. Lol no. Right. Weak claim scum. England. They're a bit scary. Even though I can claim some duchies. Holy Roman Empire, way too scary. I can, of course, now go after kingdoms, but Castile, definitely too scary at the moment. Portugal, too scary. Léon, however, not too scary. And that is something that is worth giving a county away from. I will just see if they have any.
Are we
pacts.
streaming?
We are streaming.
Hello, stream.
So, thank you. My current plan is to go after Léon, though I will just, you know, like, check out the other stuff in case there's anything really cool. No. Lol, no. Ha ha ha, not you. No. Maybe in a bit. No. No. Right, so. Léon. Let's find the Queen of Léon. They have no good pact, fewer troops than we do, less money than we do. Let's declare war on thingy. Let's also find... he's my son-in-law, so let's give him a landed title and make him... right, he gets Angoulême, rather, which is thus a thingy. Okay, so that is part of the Aquitaine. I don't need to mess around with these. Oh, I need a new designated regent. So, well, I think our new designated regent is Princess Loatra, with her truly amazing thing. What a pity she's not going to be the next ruler of Aquitaine. We appear to be a bit short of decent commanders. Let us go commander shopping. This never happens. Gender. Men. Join court. Yes. Can you do anything remotely reasonable with a pair of pointy sticks? Right, let's invite you to court. Let's invite you to court. Let's also wait a little bit and let you turn up. Oh no, hang on, I don't want to turn up yet. What I want to do is turn down the time of it and raise all my troops. Now let's zoom in and find out where the ever-living fuck we're going for. Right. So, Léon is over there, but mostly that is pretty accessible from France, so let's get together over there. raise some ships. Insert army into ships. Ship over there. Can I raise ships? Oh, I can raise ships. And they're even big enough. Right, that's brilliant. Right, let's embark you on a fleet. And ship you over here. Commander. New commander. Excellent. Let's also, since we're here. Okay, someone's declared a Cathar revolt to Aquitaine. In Caithness. Okay. Well, let's do the usual trick of going and doing a completely different war and then coming and dealing with the Cathar idiots that can't do maths. But while we're there, let's get my chaplain proselytising in Aquitaine. Not Aquitaine, in Caithness. Right, there we go. Oh yeah, we're raising a fleet for you, aren't we? Raise fleet, insert onto fleet, fleet off to Aquitaine. Load you in there. Shove you over there. Right. Let's briefly have a look at my factions. Nothing very scary. The scariest is elective succession, which frankly is looking quite reasonable now, right now, because then I might be able to get my daughter to inherit on the grounds that she's less shit than all of her brothers, but probably not because she's too female.
Well, are you in a position where you can unilaterally switch to elective?
I can't change any of my inheritance laws for a bit because I changed all my laws too recently, I think. Yeah.
So it looks like you don't actually have much you have to do.
It's true.
I'm not sure what the rule. I think you may find it quite hard to get a woman to be accepted.
Mm.
doing something in the garage. I mean,
What's changing the fuse box?
yeah. But they're apparently doing more things than they told me. They told me extractor fan, bathroom light, and fuse box. But when this model came, she listed various things that weren't on there. The switching the ball, for example, right? To fix that with a broken button. And said something about the garage and the wire. I don't remember one of the fire, I don't know. And something else in the house. So she does something. So you better stay there another 2 weeks.
Damn it.
There's no notion enough room to get to the back of the step ladder. If you're along there. It's completely wrong.
Well, that was kind of tactically a bit of a stoat in that I forgot to check whether that was mountainous territory or not.
What was that? Sorry?
I'm ending up fighting in the mountains, which is not what I wanted to do.
So it goes.
Also, that was fighting the wrong sodding person. I'm not at war with Castile. And here we are, saying hello to our absolutely favourite thing, that's the 6.5 fort. Right, our claimant is landed. Look at his little thing now. Check he really is our liege. Yeah, I am his liege, yep.
Might want to make sure that his de jure liege isn't a duke who is going to...
Very luxury liege me. I checked that.
Hmm?
His de jure liege is me.
So you mean his de jure duchy is unpopulated?
His de jure duchy is mine.
Right. Yes, okay, that's another approach.
So, you know, I am his de jure liege at all levels. Let's make the lights flash faster. Oh dear, something's happened to your thingy. Let's assign you a guardian. Yeah, I suppose if the revolt goes too well, I can always just hire some troops and go over there and squash them a bit. Yes, I don't know where the Leonese army has gone to. Let's go and see if I can see if she's any more wars. No. Okay, 2 of us have declared war for Suaro. Right, looks like I need to go and besiege that lot back from Castile.
I think that will help, yes.
Otherwise, Suoro will sneak a county out from under me. Maybe. Elective succession in Brittany.
That's presumably in the
Kingdom.
of Britain.
Yeah,
You
I'm
go.
fine with that.
Well, aren't you currently King of Britain?
Yeah. Doesn't matter. Don't lose the empire.
Yes.
And I don't lose the kingdom. My heir loses the kingdom. I'll win this siege and then go and try and siege some bits back. No, thank you. Not right now.
Not while I'm about to go and besiege some stuff you're currently holding.
This one. Once I've won this war, I will totally reconsider your offer.
I suspect she will as well. I'm about to meet up with an army. You have met up with an army.
So I have. How's this going? This is at least the right army. Fortunately, my guy with speed boots is in the that battle. Don't think I get there remotely in time. Right, plan B. No, not you. Okay, yeah, you. Right. Let's go and sort out Orkney. Well, that did not go well. So you're reinforcing quite fast, which is good. You lot, get off that ship. Sort off it there. Damn it. I'd like you to flee to the ships, you know. So that's what I was asking you to do. Fine. I'm just going to call you a load of...
busy losing wars.
Yes. Right. Oh, I might... Let's read the Cathar Bible. Let's contemplate spending some more of all our money in order to... I'm not going to become Cathar. Right. Company of the Hat. No, commander shopping. It's our favourite hobby. Trying to see if I can find an organiser. Okay, I can, but let's not, because they're all terrible. Okay, let's have a quick think about this. Team will start recruiting quickly. Let's join the servants' gossip session. What has happened to the company of the Hippo? The company of the Hippo appears to be missing in action. Okay. Well, they were fleeing. Are they hidden under... Oh, there they are. Right, finally. Let's insert you in a ship. Ship you back over here. And try and win this goddamn war. So what's the terrain there? The terrain there is plains. I've got reasonable people in charge of that. Okay. All these rivers. No, thank you. Not right now. So, let's glue you not together. That's not enough. 700 thing. Okay. No, right. Right, you. Let's stick. Off you go there. Alright, well, I have lost Orkney. Well, I'm just going to have to try and get it back. God. I think I need to build a theology wing on my thing. Right, let's invite code. Right. That's a perfectly reasonable thing. You look at least go home. Oh my god, I want a battle. Nope. You going over there. You're going over there. Get besieging things. Since I have, you know, a couple of mercenary companies available. And now we're in the thrilling siege phase. Arrange marriage, the King of France and random property. Okay, you do that. We are suffering horrendous sort of problems there. Let's glue a lot together in the hope that this will help. La la la. Besieging 7.5 forts is quite boring. So we're doing quite well on occupation, but we are doing absolutely terrible on battle scores. Okay, so that's near to the supply limit, but we will sort that out fairly shortly. Okay, that's nice, dear. Yes, my plan is to win at least this siege, maybe this province, and then wander down here, kick that army a bit, and see what happens. The ruling dynasty of Persia has been overthrown by the zealous and hard-living tribesmen of the Arpid dynasty. Their decadent sultanate has been toppled, freeing any vassals from their bondage to the unworthy sultanate. With the sultanate gone, time will turn if a worthy dynasty will be up to the task of restoring authority to the region. That's nice, dear. Apparently they're bloated fools, but whatever. What are we besieging now? Are you? You are a nice, soft city. Oh dear, something's happened to my steward. No, surely I can do better than that. Indeed, I can.
I've just seen the title of my salary. It was chittering until recently.
Right, okay.
Hey, of course, it's not.
This is often the way.
Joke of.
Construction in Bordeaux. Do we have anything good we can build? Just ships. Let's see if we've acquired any technology. Nearly can invest in some siege equipment. Ooh, we can improve some keeps. Let's improve some keeps. Well, I installed at 8% because even though I've got more stuff. Well, I think that is a good reason to go for a little trip over there. So anyway, we have somewhere we can build some more fortifications and turn this into a pointier fort. Right, let's get my wife a buzzard. That's plains, that's okay. Also, I have a sufficient advantage that not being in plains shouldn't be a tremendous problem. But, okay. So, we are inching our way towards success in this. Hopefully not too fast, too slowly, otherwise we'll burn through all of our everything. And there's no crusade for quite a long time, which is a bit of a downside. Right, well, let's sit down outside this 6.5 fort, which it's 84 people in, and my 13,000 people try not to stab each other by mistake. And we have built castle fortifications in Bordeaux. Go us. Okay, back there to try and besiege some stuff back. Well, you know, good luck. That's what I say. Right, well, we're now up to 22%, which is improvement. One day I may be able to do something with Norway. Not obviously at the moment. Right, there we are. Right, back we go over there. Prince Telegon. You're my heir, aren't you, Telegon? No, it's Balisor, that's my heir. Okay, he's not completely useless. His betrothed appears to be in prison. Well... I'm gonna go with there are worse things. I'm not sure why you think you're in charge of that battle, but whatever. Right, I think you should definitely get married. Ooh, right, I'm nicking some tech from Constantinople. Right, let's invest in some siege equipment. Oh, my littlest son is now of an age to do stuff. Right, let's try and get him a good betrothal. So... yeah, let's go for the Duchess of Whicher. Whicker. I can't remember. Whicker, I think. I can't remember. I didn't pay enough attention in classes. Right, let's assign you a guardian. I should actually get my court chaplain to do something. For any other troublesome bits that need destating, I know. Right, back to researching cultural technology. Ooh, nick even more technology. Well, let's try writing some chronicles. Maybe it'll come in handy one day. So I've made it to 50, which is nice. I don't like the idea that you're going to besiege anywhere back from me. before I, run out of money. You were court chaplain for 5 fucking minutes. What happened to you? Religion. Right, let's invite you to court. Prince March of Aquitaine. The Count of Peregrine. Let's just check. Okay. So, where are they going? Ooh, a mere 6.5 fort.
But note that you are there with another army.
Yes. It's quite a small other army. Let's see if we can besiege this faster than they can besiege that back.
Oh, okay, they're actually your allies, are they? Not really
Yes.
Another bunch of people who are fighting for the same thing.
Yes.
Right, good.
Right, let's oblige the vassal to not be leading revolts. Do I have any scary factions? Because that's going to disappear. No, right. Can we move our guy on? Not yet. Come on, besiege faster. My side should besiege faster. Well, I might manage to win the war before I spend like 3,000 to get down to 3,000 money. I might not. There. We're down to a mere minus 10% in battles. So, right, I've got a Master Badger. That's nice. Well, we can continue this loop for a while where, you know, I might have to nip up there and stomp on them if they're going to get in my way. Right, off we go. No, right, Spy Master shopping time. Find characters. Any religion. Backstab ability. Zealous, cruel, diligent, deceitful, ambitious. Just, ambitious, proud, craven. Arbitrary, chaste, gregarious, diligent, deceitful. Lustful, ambitious, brave, proud, deceitful, scholar. Right, you're probably the least awful. Least likely to set up a revolt against me. You get to go and study technology in Constantinople. Right, oops, so now we are at 75% war score. Hooray. Wow. Oh, well, my son has died a maimed cripple. I have another son who isn't completely terrible. I mean, okay, in some ways he's completely terrible, but in one very important way he's not completely terrible. Unfortunately, his wife is quite terrible, but at least has some scores there to bolster him. Unfortunately, I now have like approximately 3 million sons to get through in order to get my actual best child, Princess Ermine, I think. Or was it Rotra? I can't remember. I have too many children. No, it's Rotra. My second daughter, I think, is my best. Yeah, Rotra is. I mean, it's a good job he died. He was terrible. I mean, Telegon is at least better. Carcajou is okay. Little Martra is too early to tell. But I mean, absolutely the best is Luatra. Unfortunately, there are about 8 million people in the line of succession between her and everyone else. Okay, let's try winning this siege, because it really is quite a small siege. And then let's go and try and fight that army, which has mysteriously got some more people in it. Still, not enough to bother me. Oh, people are conspiring to kill me. Probably one of my children. I mean, I would if I were them. Right, okay, off we go. Let's go and stop them besieging things back. Okay, we've blown well through 3,000 marks or whatever. And whatever, so. Oh look, it's our old favourite, the 6.5 fort. sort of wonder what the mental model of sieges is here, and how what's meant to be happening in the siege. I mean, admittedly, my entire understanding of siege warfare is culled from Ellis Peters. But then she was a pretty good historian, so, you know, I'm not completely bothered by that. But yes, all the stuff about St Winifred and Prior Robert in the very early Ellis Peters books, a lot of that is taken from the life of St Winifred that Prior Robert wrote, that he's mentioned as writing in the later books. He's actually attested, you know, in the record as writing this thing, and all the stuff about the miracles of Winifred and the miracle at the shrine is as is. I don't recall the murder, but to be fair, I didn't actually read the saint's life with that much attention. It wasn't a particularly good one.
Would it not have qualified as good if it included a murder?
Yeah. I'm pretty sure our lecturer would have mentioned it, though. But then, you know, I have views on what constitutes a good saint's life. Mind you, I mean, most of them are completely out there. You get the early torture porn lives of the martyrs, which is fine if that is your kink, but really, you know, you need to know that there's some serious stuff going on there. Right, let's offer peace. Enforced arts. Right. That was a bit of an effort. There we are. Dismissed. Let's just check that is everybody. So, right, we just need to deal with some problems, which is we are down a steward again. Right, fine, let's find a new steward. Right, let's invite a new steward to court. I am threatening. I should probably not do anything that scary for a bit. Oh dear, I need a new commander. Let's also go commander shopping. Let's invite you to court. Yeah, let's cheer up my vassals by letting things happen a bit. Well, let's try and cheer up my vassals. So we have some levies. Okay, let's appoint you. You get to oversee construction. Marshal, let's check for revolt risk. Currently we are pretty unrevolting. Right, okay, that's fine. Then, for you get to go back to researching military technology. Let's let time run while we do this, because that way I can be improving some things. Ooh, someone's formed a defensive pact against me. So, let's go and find my military. Right, let's get you cheering up you. Do I have any spare minor titles? I do. let's not go looking for anyone. I need a new Chancellor as well. Trying to go Chancellor shopping. Fine. Yeah, you look nice. Let's invite you. So that's going to improve diplomatic relations. Okay, I need a new marshal. Right, you are a perfectly cromulent marshal. Get researching military tech. Right, let's... shop for a new commander. Right, let's invite you to court. Go. So, how are we doing? Absolutely right. So, levies are recovering. Let's have a summer fair while we wait for people to think we're less threatening. Right, and our empire is in credit. That's good. At some point I should try playing as a pagan and see if I can take over Stonehenge. Because, you know, it feels like a tremendous waste not to do any factions. Anything scary there? Not really, except for the independence faction, but I'm cheering up most of its members. Let's just check. We really don't have any vassals. Right, levies raised. So, right, let's. So, let's form an alliance. Okay, Castile now going to ally with us, which is, you know, entertaining. But I formed an alliance with the High Chiefess of Tripletana and all 700 of her people. She's my daughter-in-law. Should probably land her son, because he's heir to the High Chieftain, and if I give him a duchy, I can.
You need to be on the county first.
Yes. Which I don't have one spare at the moment. Well, let's have a think about that. It's time to hold a summer fair again. Problem is, my kingdom has quite a large north-south extent. Right, let's try building the church. Building churches are good. So, excellent, we can nick tech from Constantinople. This is always a good thing. Good lord, I'm getting through my senior personnel at a rate at the moment. Right. Right. Court. Let's go on a grand hunt. It's time to chase the blasted stag. Right, let's become kind and spare the majesty of the stag and improve how my vassals think about me. Well, let's see if we can do this without getting maimed. Right, let's hold a feast. Right, let's hire some acrobats. Let's invite everybody to the feast. mean, by the time my vassal levies are picked up, my threat would have dropped a lot as well. Which is kind of what I want. I mean, I'm going to miss out on some opportunities to take places, but the Pope has died, long live the Pope. But, you know, I'm not going to go into hiding. Ha, I laugh in the face of danger. Just remind me not to get into any duels. Wowpies is doing well. Byzantine Empire is still going strong, holding out against the Holy Roman Empire at the moment, and the Mongol Empire. Ooh, look at the Mongol Empire there. That is a serious threat. I mean, briefly, you know, in my game, the Mongol Empire was a serious threat. I just took it over by mostly taking over most of Mongolia. Kingdom of Mongolia. It's summer fair time. Let's lose a little bit of gold. Right, okay, let's go heresy squashing. Oh, let's lose Zealous. Zealous is always a little bit of a two-edged stoat. Ooh, bride price. Excellent, we'll take your 306 money. Right, piss off the mayor. I don't care about pissing off the mayor. In favour of not having the pedants revolt. You're my courtier. Are you any good at anything? We're a detached priesthood. I say no. It's not appropriate. Let's gain some piety by being a strategic whatnot. No, I still don't want to go into hiding. It's still boring in there. Ooh, I've got some prisoners. Let's see if I can release some prisoners for some cash. So let's have a look at some broad brush stuff while we wait. If we zoom out a bit, religion-wise, Catholic Church is doing well, so is the Orthodox. There is a patchwork of stuff in what's modern-day Russia. There's a lot of Buddhists and Hindu and Jain in there. Whoever the Zikri are, I have no idea. There's a tiny pocket of Sunni Muslims hanging out there, holding on, and yeah, there's a few more over here and over here. There's little patches of Sunniism surviving at the sort of outermost extent of their religion, their empire, and then there's African religions. So there's a bunch of dynasties, mostly following the big empires. Culture-wise, it's a lot more coherent than it is in real life. So And we're doing quite well for revolt risk. So, there we are. The excitement. Let's not go on a grand hunt this year. Let's save our money and see what happens. Poland, on the other hand, isn't part of the defensive pact against me, and is quite weak at the moment.
Have you got a suitable thing to land him with?
Barony. Right, well. Not need that many ships. Down to East on March. I'm being very confused that there's a Cornwall in Brittany, as well as the Cornwall we think of that's this one. actually what I want to do is glue this lot together, actually split it in half. This half gets to stay over here, which in order to right. Something sensible. Let's take here over there to pick you up. Okay. So we are besieging. What are we besieging exactly? We are besieging somewhere. 5.0 fort. It's a nice gentle warm up for us. But yes, Saints' lives often incredibly weird. There's ones that are written like within a couple of lifetimes or so of the saint, in which people might, actually say things that saints might plausibly have done if you take a sort of miraculous approach to things rather than going, oh, the way that the wind turned and spared that building wasn't miraculous, it just kind of happened because, weather does that. And then you get the ones that are like, yes, my guy teleported from Italy to Spain and, preached the gospel at 3 days old and then died in a field. The latter one is St. Rumwald, who is one of the weirder Anglo-Saxon saints. And then you get things like they copy and paste large chunks of other saints' lives, and or the miracles or whatever. Partly because, one of the ways you show your guy is holy is by showing how saint-like he is in the tradition of other saints. So if he's got miracles that look just like this other saint's miracle, then this just goes to show how terribly holy everybody involved is.
Since we have precedent that doing that makes you a saint.
Yes, we have awesome precedent there. You know, don't go dissing our saint. Sometimes this is, you know, as I say, you know, the style of the miracle or whatever, and sometimes this is like flat out copy and paste job, where they have literally copied this thing from another saint's life, practically word for word, or indeed exactly word for word under some circumstances. You know, so which is you know, one of the more exciting things that can happen. And the further out you are from a saint's life, the more likely you are to get this completely, like, we made this stuff up. But yeah, so some saints' lives are really very boring because they're in exactly the same mode of as all the others, and there are these miracles that are just like these other ones over here for this other saint from, like, you know, half a continent away. We've got the book. We're just trusting that you don't know that I copied my stuff from this saint's life here. Unless you're another monk, in which case you can go, gosh, yes, look how holy we are. We're just like insert saint here. This stuff is great. Damn it, that was a 4% battle. That is the wrong percentage of battle. I'd just like to point that out. Right. New fleet, new danger. But yeah, I mean, saints' lives start up pretty early, and there's also the kind of thing where a lot of saints' lives of sort of anchorites and people that weren't martyrs early on were there to prove that you could be a saint other than by being a martyr. Because the very earliest saints of the church are pretty much all martyrs. Because, you know, Diocletian, you know, was a great propagandist for Christianity by causing them all to have heroic deaths, and so causing everyone to join their local Christian sleeper cell to get back at the empire to stick it to the man before they were stuck to the lions. Well, actually, they very rarely stuck to lions because that only really happened to barbarians, but instead you could be stuck to wheels, tortured, flayed. You know, there's a whole bunch of things that, you know, your emperor could do to you if he was feeling pissy, and Diocletian was feeling pissy, and a bunch of others were too. But it wasn't that long after that that you start getting the stylites, the desert stylites, like St. Simeon Stylites, that I think it's Tennyson wrote a humorous poem about. Let's read the Cathar Bible. And there was a bit of a sort of thing going on in the very early churches as to whether they could really be saints, because they hadn't died heroically for Christ. Right, I'm not going to become Cathar. I'd love to become Cathar, but I don't think I can become Cathar because I think everyone will hate me too much. This is going to do nothing for my threat. But I'll have a whole extra kingdom.
More for the annoyedness of your vassals.
It's not going to do very much for the annoyedness of my vassals, but, you know, whole extra kingdom. That just means I have more vassals to do more stuff, so that when they are annoyed, I have more other vassals who aren't annoyed to raise troops from. This is how it works. It's a pyramid scheme. Right, independence faction. Right, let's go and squash the independence faction.
Is that someone going in the kitchen to put the kettle on?
No,
No.
You sure?
it might be shortly.
Right, let's put my very finest council members on ensuring that I still have a kingdom at the end of it. How are we doing with constructing our new wing? Ooh, we're getting there, we're getting there. I could probably lessen some of the pissed offness of these people by sending one of the fleets home. Let's send a fleet home. Okay, I'll still have enough fleet to... Well, I won't need to take the fleet home if the war goes to plan. In fact, under the circumstances, let's take you both home. Let's be a bit optimistic about how this war's going. Could you put enough in for me, please, Ben? Oh, well, hopefully there's enough for me. If there isn't, I'll just go sit. Sorry. I did yodel, but there was a door. You'll be delighted to know that one of my fleets has just gone through the Kattegat. I do find it really quite unrealistic how no ships get lost ever. That is one of the the things that this is really quite simulationist, and it feels really weird that they don't simulate that, which is one of the one of the key things about travelling by sea in this era.
Yes, it certainly feels like it would be more believable if you actually got significant attrition at sea.
Yes.
I mean, the game even has an attrition mechanism.
Yeah.
You could just apply some kind of seasonal attrition to fleets.
Yep. Let's try and avoid the Ruthenian army, except
Obviously,
they are
rather
against...
less attrition in the Mediterranean and rather more when crossing the Bay of Biscay.
And rather more when you're in the Baltic during winter, for instance. Not that that would ever happen. Right, who have we got in this army? Right. You get to go over there and stop them nicking it off us. Right, so we've finished stage 3 construction of the Grand University of Bordeaux. What can we build? Great seminars, wing of secrets, wing of theology. I think it's time for a dynastic mural. Get +3 for everyone in my dynasty. Right, so how's this battle going? This battle is going just fine, thank you very much. Okay, let's go to the next county over, in the fine tradition of county hopscotch. Now, that battle got me like 18% war score, even though it appeared to be against the wrong people. Okay, whatever. Yes, right. My daughter is going to become my Chancellor. I realise it may piss off my current Chancellor, but I'd just like to point out she's much better than them. It's a pity I couldn't spontaneously appoint her. I had to wait for her to say, "Excuse me, hem. Have you considered the benefits of not being sexist?" Right, let's make the lights flash faster because sieges are still boring. Pope has died. Long live the Pope. I'm trying to fix my problem in Leinster. Let's just spend a little bit of pretty wench. Lustful, intrigue, Christian church opinion. Chase. Let's go for being chased. Let's wait. Let's have a see. Viceroyalty. I want to enable kingdom viceroyalties, I think. Any reason not to? I think I want to do this because I have a bunch of people that want kingdoms of somewhere and that basically are permanently pissed off with me for holding. This also helps me deal with my succession problem. So I think we do the viceroy thing. Let's get it. Right. Let's stay strong in a renouncement of stuff. Right, how are we doing on our kingdom vice royalties? Oh, we're getting there, we're getting there.
I'm trying to be helpful. I heard the beep, I took my head down on the steering, but I was there. Thank you.
Right, kingdom vice royalties sorted. Right, so now you would like the Kingdom of Ireland. Oh, I've got a scandalous councillor. How exciting. Right, well, let's grant you viceroyalty of... Actually, no.
So one thing that means is that then you won't be able to press de jure
Claims, yeah.
claims within there. They'll have to do it themselves.
It's true. But, you know, you're actually the least pissed off Lord in Ireland. You get to be Viceroy. Oh, Scandalous Councillor is of course my daughter.
Yeah.
States. Where are we? What are we besieging? Excuse me, you think you want that back, do you? I think you're not going to get that back. I think I'm going to go over there and hit you with some pointy sticks. Aha, right, we don't have the independence faction anymore. You, however, are leading a thingy. Right, for Dupons for Aquitaine. I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to grant you the Viceroyalty of Aquitaine, which is going to deal with that little faction problem just fine. Oh, I need a new commander. Ye gods, everyone in my kingdom is completely hopeless. Excuse me while I... What? Refresh everything. Right, let's invite... Yes. Let's invite you to court. Right, anyway, I think we can disband that lot. Because we are like this close to winning. Right, let's improve our military technology spread rate. Right, okay, all of this is looking good. As soon as I win this siege, we will probably have won the war. Right, we have 100% more score. Right, you are still landed. Let us release the otter. Otter released. I mean, it means I've lost my court chaplain, but you know, it's fine. I've got Poland instead. Excuse me, let's make some time pass. Right, now the carrier pigeons have got there. Do I have anyone within my kingdom? Okay, at least there's someone that doesn't make me absolutely laugh, which, you know, is progress. Let's invite the Marshal of Slavonia to court as my court chaplain. Not revolt risk, that's the bunny. Right. Off you go, proselytise in Lusignan to get rid of all the lollards. Everyone's joining the defensive pact against me, which is not the most surprising news in the entire universe. I have just nicked another kingdom. I have to say the expenditure of, sending messages across my empire is probably going to get a bit, exciting. Ooh, what, 22,000 troops though? That's starting to be like that's starting to be serious. That is. That's starting to be like, proper emperor, proper small emperor, but that's not terrible. Right, let's just see how threatening I am. Okay, I need to lay off the everything for a bit. I mean, that will also cheer up my vassals no end. All vassal levies not raised. When did I make her viceroy of Aquitaine? I meant to make her viceroy of Brittany. Oh well, stoked. So, ooh, we're currently blissfully factionless. That's nice. So, away. Now that has entertainment value.
It's even contiguous with your existing empire-ish.
Just about. Bits of it are. But maybe I should wait a little bit. There is an age risk there, but equally I am in the state where my vassals are a tiny bit pissed off. Right, let's improve my castle vassal opinion. Because, hooray, we've converted Lusignan to Catholicism, mostly. So, the rise of the Shia. The schism at the heart of Islam dates back to its earliest days. The majority Sunnis have long persecuted the followers of Ali, the Shias forcing them into hiding. The partisans of Ali look to his descendants for leadership, but they are forced to keep their ancestry secret. Now, though, the Shias are mobilising their strength behind a boy whom they claim to be Ali's rightful heir and imam. Other Islamic jurists claim that the boy is clearly a fraud, but to his followers he is the person they have been waiting for, and now they flock to his banner. Ha! The fools fight among themselves. Like the Christians aren't doing that all the time. I'm over here not leading a giant army, promise, honest, gov. No, I'm fine. Oh my god, there's a little bit of... Right. Oh, let's expose thingy Conqueror of Leinster. I mean, this potentially could lead to some amusing holy wars, I think, in the region. Or maybe not. No, Orthodox I can't holy war. Oh well. It was a thought. Oh, let's try going on a grand hunt. Ooh, we have constructed a historical mural, which is good. Well, let's try sparing the Majesty and seeing if we become kind briefly. Prince Martra has come of age. Right, let's. Right, well, he's become a skilled tactician. I mean, you know, I might be able to put him in as my next commander. Let's see if we can gain one marshal. Oh dear, I've become maimed. Ow. Ooh, the Grand University of Bordeaux has become a centre for travellers and commerce, and some people have decided to settle close to the magnificent construction. The latest reports mention children, dogs and cattle. They're obviously putting down deep roots. So they're welcome to stay in Bordeaux, which gets me an extra holding, or I can gain 40 gold by confiscating their possessions. I think one holding in Bordeaux is much more valuable than chasing them out. I'm proud of my hunting abilities. I gain 10 prestige, but unfortunately I am maimed. Somewhere I'm maimed. There's maimed. -2 to marshal. Well, let's stop myself from needing armies. For the time being, at least. Right. Let's appoint a new spy master. Okay, that is dismal. We are so going spy shopping. Let's see. Right, let's invite you to court. Basically, I'm trying to find a spy master that's not ambitious. Because I feel this is a bad trait in spy master. Obviously, it's not very much good trying to find one that's not deceitful. Given the nature of the profession. Oh, the King of Poland has declared Polish holy war for Volhynia on the chief of somewhere. It's nice, dear. Hold on, let's zoom in and have a look at you doing this. Well, I let my threat decay and also my vassal levies up cheer. Let's do some checking of minor titles. Ooh, I can make my King of Poland thingy. Seneschal, you say.
I'm struggling with Mosul Rukum of all of American?
Yes.
East American civilization. No. I was a bit confused about that being sharp and athletic. Okay, well. Maybe I missed some context.
Do. Right, sorted out my minor titles to cheer up the old vassals. Let's hold a summer fair, that's always a laugh in it. Commander. Hey, what's happened to my son? Why can't I make my son commander? Mind you, I mean, I've got a perfectly good person to stick in the commander slot. Right. Ireland, you say? Ireland. King of Ireland has died. Who have we got? So we have him, who'd like the Kingdom of Ireland, and him who'd like the Kingdom of Ireland but who hates me. Well, right, now let's gain prestige, lose piety. I'm getting lots of piety at the moment anyway by being chased. So, vassals. Those are some remarkably cheery vassals. Apart from the leader of the Leonese revolt. Maybe I can make... Well... right, is there anything that I want to try and get a claim on that I don't already have? No. In that case, let's cheer up people, keep them nice and happy, stop them wanting to fractionalise while we drop our threat a bit. And go and sort of spot how oh good lord, that's a bunch of revolting bishops. It's just... right. I'm not going to find my court chaplain. It's bloody hard enough finding one in the first place. Honestly. Let's hold a feast. We haven't held a feast for ages. Held a feast for So let's briefly have a quick look at what risk I want of religion. Do appear to be quite a number of Cathars in my kingdom. Let's just check some important stuff. No, it's disastrous to convert to Cathar while I'm threatening because everyone will just declare holy war on me. So let's not do that. I shall try to convert my friend to the one true faith, because this is hilarious. Right.
Why is your wife in prison?
This is one of life's very interesting questions. That's not my wife, it's his wife.
Oh, right, okay.
My wife is not in prison, and not a Cathar. Probably. No, sorry, my wife is a Cathar. Tell a lie. I did say probably.
You probably... I don't know if that gives you an option to secretly convert to Catharism. Might try right-clicking on yourself and seeing what interesting options you get.
Is that really what I get at the moment? Okay.
Maybe it comes up as a thing that you can do in reference to her, but I don't think so.
Yes, I mean, you seem to be able to acquire a secret religion if you've been inducted into it by your parents, I think, but I'm not completely sure about that. I mean, the only time I don't think I've ever had an option... Well, the only time you seem to get an option to take up a religion secretly is if your court chaplain converts, because then you get the options to go, heretic, burn the witch. Sorry, burn the heretic. Or to go, I will convert to your faith, of course, or you get an option of, I will never convert to your faith in public. But that only a few people can get you that option. Right, so let's get some more legalism in the hope that one day I can achieve states for women or something like that. Let's unpause. Let's go back to this thing. Let's see if there's any good buildings we can build. No. So let's build the thing that gets me more technology spread. Let's not hold some fair because we have no money. But on the other hand, we are 3, 4, 5 years out from another crusade, so I'm not that worried about cash right now. I'm slightly confused about what the hell is going on in Poland, but, you know, whatever. I can't see much hope of my joining two halves of my empire together, except possibly over the top. Because the Holy Roman Empire is a bit big and in the way. Quite surprised I managed to squeeze out the Empire here without it going hideously wrong. Downside is, of course, now I have to be very careful about what I do because of my threat level, and I'm going to try not to use the the thing, the sort of known bug. Right, so you get to improve diplomatic relations in Shetland. Woohoo! What are you guys doing? You're popping back and forth across the border like, I don't know, a stoat on steroids. Boing, 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 boing. It's like watching a rally in women's clay court tennis. Gonna be there all year. Yeah, let's hold another feast. Feasts are fun. They're clearly stuck in some kind of weird local minimum. Let's also say, do we have any major threats? Right, might have to do something about the new King of Poland. Excuse me. Well, I have to cancel my feast again. Fine. Doing? Just watch them hop up and down across the border between Saintonge and Angoulême. It's like, it's the most bizarre thing. Leave you not together. Actually, select you again. Send you off to fight these guys. Right, well, I don't want to become stressed and lose things. Let's overreach at the expense of my health on the grounds that I can't afford the hit to my diplomacy at the moment. Right, Aquitanian Cathar revolt crushed. Sarcastic note sent to revolters.
Well, the last Cathar revolt.
The last Cathar revolt did succeed. I will certainly give it that. I will, you know. Partly because something went inexplicably a bit. Well, they raised more people somehow. I don't know how, because there aren't 8,000 people in Scotland. Well, they weren't at that point. Come on, I feel very sorry for this poor army of Léon. It seems to be stuck. Right, so let's zoom out a bit. So, who's the current King of Poland? Does he like me? Current King of Poland does not like me. Excuse me while I get my daughter on improving relations. No, not like that. Did we get enough technology to get anything good? Not yet. Right, let's improve the opinion of all my temple vassals. They like me, they really like me. Ah, we have finished building great seminars, Batman. What great seminars do. Ah yes, that's it. +5 scholar opinion, +3 city vassal opinion, +25% technology spread rate. Right, no, I think I can afford to start building stage 4. Then I will build my wing of secrets to get +1 intrigue and my wing of theology to get +1 learning. So I already get +1 for my wing of diplomacy, and +1 for my wing of strategy, and +1 for my wing of finance. Great libraries are quite useful. And there's a bunch of the usual things that you can build that are available with libraries. Hooray, we're cheering up Poland. I was going to the pact against. I was just about to go. Oh, the pact opposing the Holy Roman Emperor is dissolved, but it turns out he's 82 and he's dead. So I guess it's not unreasonable that he's not got a pope, and he's not, going to be part of a defensive pact. So I wonder where the next crusade will be. That's one of the most exciting things that can happen now. Well, until my threat goes down. Let's see. some more. Helena is such a caring daughter. But, right, let's become celibate. I think that's worthwhile. I think that's a good thing for me to be doing. Oh, right. We need to go and help our daughter-in-law out in our war against this guy over here. Jesus, that's a long way away from anywhere. Right, and it's boots, and the chieftain is that. Okay. Okay, let's go and see how scary he is as well. Not that scary. Right, so military vessels. That's not what I like to do. I still don't have any Mediterranean ports, which is a bit of a pain. Alright, off we go, let's embark our army. Shovel them off to here, and really, really resent the fact that we don't yet have the Suez Canal. I could really do with the Suez Canal right now. Right, so there we are, 6,000 troops. Get hiking. Zoom in so we can. So they're heading that way. No, it's not it. Let's actually sort over here and besiege that. Because it looks like there's plenty of Tripolitan troops over there. Excuse me. Just need to go and stare at this Cathar uprising a little bit. Right, military. Excuse me, there'll now be a short period called I don't have any idea where I raised those troops. Excuse me while I work this out. Dismiss you. Are there any other weird places that I raised people by accident? I don't think so. Okay, fine. They came to attack us in Saint-Ange. And when I say fine, what I mean is not fine. Okay, 100% score. Release, please, Otter. With mildly sarcastic note this time because the last Cathar revolt did in fact fail. And it is just possible that someone, you know, should have noticed that. Right. Get back over there. Do I have any spare counties at the moment? I don't have any spare counties. Sound of my phone going. Where is my battery? I should probably charge it so I can talk to my parents tomorrow. At least I can theoretically talk to my parents. So, right, you've declared a pedant revolt. Fine. Sigh. You know what? I have my plan, and I think you'll admire its simplicity. is to take these 5,000 troops that are, stooting their way back from Africa and send them over to Ireland to deal with the revolt. I have snuffed it. I gave up the ghost at age 65, a maimed cripple. A chaste man, his honour was beyond refute. A godly man, Puditz is with thought now. I've lost a barony and a kingdom of Brittany. Oh well. Should have put it out as a thingy while I had the chance. Emperor Telegon, a renowned man, dignitaries from far and wide will surely bow before him. Long live Emperor Telegon. Right. Anyway, that's not who. So, I don't have as many troops, but then I am missing some stuff. Let's check what we have in the treasury. We've got those things equipped. And all of the usual things. And I've got ownership of Stonehenge and the library. So, oh my god, everyone's gone away, right. Let's make you Chancellor, let's make you Marshal, let's make you Steward, let's make you Spymaster, let's make you Court Chaplain. Right. Let's get you proselytizing. I think you should be studying technology in that absolutely favourite place to go, Constantinople. You should be overseeing construction in Bordeaux. You should be researching military technology in Bordeaux. Right. Let us look at our list of vassals. Find our most miserable vassal, which is apparently the Count of Tours. Actually, no, let's find you, because you're not our most miserable vassal, but you are one of our more awkward ones. Right, let's improve diplomatic relations with you. Right, that's giving me some lesser hopeless. I fulfil my ambition to get a title. Oh yeah. So let's fulfill my ambition to have a daughter. Right, let's see, what have I got? I have 2 sons, a Puditz and a pair of Aquitaine. Okay, I have basically nothing to give away at the moment. So you lot. I'm still threatening, even though people are leaving the defensive pact against me. Presumably because I am not nearly as threatening as my father was. Although, you know, I'm still moderately. Right. Oh, I should ban myself from leading armies, because really I am a tiny bit hopeless. And there. Let's dismiss that. So ambitious. Let's become ambitious. It is basically more useful. Right, we have won a pedant revolt. Let us release the pedant. unban myself from needing armies because I am now not, like, completely hopeless. I do have a lot of Cathars. Well, let's see if I get an opportunity to adopt Catharism secretly, which is at least much more fun than the alternatives. So I have a weak claim on the Duchy of Capua, which you know is potentially a thing, and Falerno. I think my plan is to hang around in the hope that there's a crusade, join the next crusade, and then probably stop for the night. Assuming that is the Pope gets off his Moss name and, you know, calls a crusade. Because that is entirely possible. What I should have done was checked what was happening to my son, which is, oh my god, that is a disaster area. Right, can we arrange a betrothal? Jesus, he's hopeless. Oh no, hang on, we can arrange a marriage, can't we? Not just a betrothal. Which might give me some more options. Christ, right, no. Oh my god.
Well, he's leading armies with a martial skill of 2.
Good
somewhere.
for him, yes.
So, like, you can hope.
I can hope. What's his little brother like? Right, he's 13. Who's his guardian? Okay, no. Right, let's assign a guardian. I think I see the problem. Because their mother takes too much interest in their whatnot, and I don't seem to be able to marry them outside my court without her approval or something. She's a ruler. Oh god, all dentions as well. You know what? I'm going to stop for the night. I can't be bothered fighting another religious revolt. So I'm going to save and stop. The year is 1276.